Hi, I'm Alex Archibald. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity. Well, hello everybody. I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to another episode. I am on my way right now to go and clear out a storage unit, which I just won this morning. And the reason I bought it is that there was a couple big professional JBL speakers in there. Those can be quite good. I don't know that they are good, but they can be good. I did get the brand name off of them, which was JBL, and the serial number, and not serial number, but the model number, and it looked like they sold new for over $1,000 each. So I paid $900 Canadian. That's about $650 or so US for this unit. And I know right away I've got a couple really good speakers, but I'm hoping that this might have been maybe a DJ's unit or something, and there's a bunch of stereo gear, maybe turntables. I don't know. Why else would you need big professional speakers? I don't know. Let's go find out. Let's go. Well, that was a minor bust today. Their system is down. I don't know if you can tell, the weather's not super great right now. I don't know if that's affected or not, but they can't let me in. They can't access the system, take payment, anything. So this unit will have to wait till tomorrow. So I'll come back tomorrow. Hopefully by that time I'll know more and be able to get in there and start doing some emptying. But it's back home for me. Well, I'm back. You know how I said the weather got bad? Well, it got bad. And I am, like I said, filming this in March, but still it's supposed to be spring, not like this. We've had about a foot. Look at that. You can't even see my foot. We've had more than a foot of snow. And somehow I've got to get this door open because my storage unit is inside. They're going to come over and cut this, but we've had nothing but heavy snowfall. This better be worth it. Okay, just cut the lock off, and I paid $900 Canadian for this unit. And the reason I did is because it had these JBL 500 speakers in here, and I thought, well, anybody who's going to leave high quality sort of stage speakers or PA speakers like this might have left some other good stuff in here too. That's my rationale. That's the whole reason why I bought the unit. This is what I saw. A couple speakers. There's a table, which I'm not wild about having to move. I'll have to probably bring a truck back for that. But let's get these out of here first because they're taking up space. But these are the main things I wanted out of here. Looks like there's a snowboard here too. Might come in handy on a day like today. But we'll get the speakers out and then we'll start to dig and hopefully find some other good stuff. Okay, speakers are out of the way. I guess I got to start kind of at the top here and start getting some of these bags down so stuff doesn't fall. What do we have here? Big Epson printer. Printers never sell for much money. But, yeah, clothes. Good thing that's what fell on me, not an anvil. I do see some shoes. Nikes. Other Air Jordans. That's a good sign. Jordans aren't cheap shoes, and they still actually sell well secondhand, surprisingly. Actually, underneath that bin, there's a Nike bag full of Air Max, full of sort of collector shoes. We'll get that loaded up, and we'll do a deeper dive once we get home. Is that a toolbox or jewelry box back there? I can't tell. Okay, I'm just gonna get busy hauling stuff out to the vehicle. As I go through these bags, there are tons of shoes, Reeboks, Nikes. That's more shoes down here. I finally found a sneakerhead unit. These are actually really easy to sell and very collectible, especially if they're in good shape. So I think if there's a bunch of shoes in here, this ought to be able to get my money back just out of shoes alone. Yes, you'd be surprised. Secondhand shoes go for a lot of money, especially if it's the right one. Well, I guess the good news is this locker is a lot more full than I thought it was initially. The bad news is that means I'll have to make several trips. Oh, you know what that thing is? That's one of those wheelie inertia sort of, it's like a two-wheeled skateboard kind of thing. Looks like there's some tools next to it too. We've got camera gear, tripods, headphones. There's definitely a lot of stuff in this unit. And I'm afraid to move some things. There's something really big and metal back there. It's kind of hidden behind this, well, whatever this table thing is. I'm trying to get all the bags of small stuff out. Pitchfork. Random cases of tools, it looks like. I'll open all this stuff. There's been a couple cases like that. 1/2-inch sockets, it says. I'm assuming that's what it is. We're gonna load up as much small stuff as we can, and then hopefully I can get the rest of this in the next batch. I gotta pack the vehicle super full right now though. But let's get all the small bags of whatever this is. Looks like aloe vera, shampoo, drawings, tools, Ryobi tools. Get all this stuff out. Well, guys, I don't think I could have asked for a better unit. So far, this unit is full of high-end shoes, tools, and music equipment, which is all really easy to sell. This is all tools. All nicely kept tools. Torque wrenches, socket sets, drills, accessory. I've got a whole vehicle full of tools here. Whole vehicle full of tools. There's paintings here too. I'm going to save that for the next trip. Keep the flat stuff for later. Think I'm just going to keep pulling all these boxes of tools out. Look at this. These are all full too. What is this? Danfoss expansion valve flare kit. Right, for flaring brake lines or hydraulic hoses. Well, my vehicle is pretty well packed full right now. This table did fall out of the way, so that's gonna have to be dealt with next trip. But there is something, they covered something. Oh look, there's a doll. There's been a ton of tools. I mean, more tools than I've ever found in a storage unit before, but there's a moving blanket covering one thing in here. I don't know what it's covering. It looks like maybe some big speakers back there. Oh, there's a compressor. Air tools. Look, more tools. More tools back here. I was not expecting this to be a storage unit full of tools. I'm not complaining, not in the least. One single golf club. I think these are the legs to those speakers that I pulled out, the things that I bought to begin with. I think these are the portable legs for them. There's weed eaters. It's like more tools than I've ever found in a unit before. Random little tins and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna cram a few more little things in there and then we'll come back for the rest. Well, I'm back after dropping a load of stuff off at home. And I'll admit this weather has really put a damper on things today. There's accidents all over the place, semis in the ditch, cars tipped over. It's a real nightmare out there. And we just had, flowers starting to bloom a couple days ago, and now we've got this. Luckily that Jeep is excellent. I'm gonna try and load the last of the stuff in the vehicle and then we'll do the big sort at home. Okay, let's get moving blanket out of the way for now. The other moving blanket out of the way. I do want to get everything loaded up if I can. Those are the legs for the table. Oh, that's a big wrench. Look at that thing. It's gotta take like a 1-inch socket on that. It's like a 4-foot long socket wrench. Okay, there. Now I can actually walk in here a little bit. Cowboy boots. What I want to get out is all the tools and stuff. Oh, DeWalt, what's this? DeWalt battery charger. Not bad. This big speaker thing, something called the Sony Explode. Never seen one. Looks like a subwoofer. Something you put in a car maybe. But there's all these little toolkits. And we'll dig through this more thoroughly, but look, I've got a nice little collection going here. I'm trying to level it off with the back of the seat there so I can slide the table in, hopefully. Tetris my way in to getting this thing loaded up. I'm gonna get that in there somehow. So anything that's kind of a case like this, that's a big one. Oof. Milwaukee. Okay, I might have to peek in this one, see what it is. It is this like a concrete saw? I'm not sure what that is. I know it's a saw of some kind. Unfamiliar. That's not a tool that I've used before, but I know Milwaukee's a good brand. Oh, it's a bandsaw. It's a portable bandsaw. Milwaukee's kind of expensive stuff, so no problem finding that in here. Back at ye old homestead, and I don't have anywhere to really put this stuff until I clear off some room on the table. Let me show you what's happening over on the table. There are piles of tools and things all stacked around here. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to explore the toolboxes, because then I can just stack them and get them up out of the way. How does that happen? Oh, I see. It's got some of the sockets, but it's missing. I might have to try and build some sets. I think as I go through these, because there's all these toolboxes here that are full. It looks kind of like a Snap-on-ish case, but well, this is better organized. So I'm hoping that maybe I can find the missing tools that came out of that case in here, but there's nice sockets and wrenches. SunQ. I'm not familiar with that brand, but nice little toolbox. Precision Instruments. What do we have here? It's heavy. It is giant torque wrench, but it's complete. It's all there. So at least that's one thing that's all together. Nice big, probably 1-inch drive torque wrench. And I think that's what that giant wrench was that I had in the unit too. Melissa is going to come join me in a couple of minutes. Little box with some jewelry. Oh, gift card for Marshalls and Winners. See if there's anything left on that. Tape. Those look like Apple Watch straps. Nothing in that. That looks like straps to a maybe an Apple Watch? No, that's not Apple Watch, just watch straps. That looks like it's Apple Watch. Some Crypt Keeper looking tin, which feels empty. This one says hole saws. Yep, some of them anyway. And that one says 1/2-inch sockets. Feels heavy, hopefully this one's all complete. Oh, just a couple that are missing, mostly complete. And in the Ryobi case is a Ryobi palm sander, a square sander. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Not used a whole lot. Needs some new sandpaper, but that's no big deal. Well, this is listed as being a flare kit. And although it's not quite what I thought it was, It is for flaring things. This might be more more industrial, but it does seem to be complete or close to complete. I think these go in there, and then these little lids go on. That's how that's supposed to be. And then it's got all these expansion valves and stuff in here. Okay. Not sure what the retail on this guy is. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments. Be curious to know. I'm just gonna make sure I put all the caps back on these so they don't fly around. I'm missing one cap. That's better than it was. In this bag, there were some more tools. This is a Dremel attachment set with all the little, you know, all the stuff you'd need to basically polish, die grind, all that kind of stuff in there. And it's, some of it's Dremel brand too. Handy accessory set. It's got lots up top there too. So there's that. This is a DeWalt laser chalk line, like a laser line for when you're doing construction. It looks like it got a little bit damp in there, so I'm gonna let that dry out a bit. The unit itself looks okay, but the paperwork was a little wet. Okay, let's see what we got in the old Nike shoe bag. That one. See if we can find a bunch of pairs. Various types and shapes. Those are Nike Air Max. Reeboks. Those are just sandals. And exercise band. Those look like girl shoes. And yeah, this exercise band is in there. Doesn't look like it has the handles for it, but those are the different strengths, so and just some garbage. Looks like this is sort of the bathroom bin. Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz Select all over body spray. I didn't know they made like a cologne. What does this smell like? Old leather, old vinyl. Melissa said maybe exhaust fumes. Melissa's joined us, by the way.
Hello.
Should I spray it?
No. We could open the cap and smell it.
Okay, you do it. What does Mercedes-Benz body spray smell like?
I mean, it's not bad. It's just
Oh, it smells like a
cologne.
heavily perfumed European man. And I don't mean that as a slight, but that's what that smells like.
Yes.
Now, at first, I didn't know what this thing was. It looks like a tiny little toolbox, and that's actually what it is. It's a Matco Tools promotional piggy bank. If you look at that, that's where you put your coins. It would have a little key for it, which hopefully I can find somewhere. Or maybe I can get a key cut or made for it. But isn't that just the cutest little thing? And people collect these sorts of things. That's probably like a $60 to $80 kind of collectible. Somebody would want that. Melissa said, why is there a baby skeleton here? I said, it's a candy bowl for Halloween. But there is a box for AirPod Pros. That's not one. But there are random broken electronics in here. And headphone pieces and stuff. Looks like a bunch of garbage in that bin anyway. Prepaid credit card. Surprisingly, there's oftentimes money left on those. Like a dragon lighter. Oh yeah, look. He opens up his mouth and I think he's meant to shoot flames out of it, but it's not working right now, but it's kind of cool. Try me. That's kind of cute. Samsung tablet. Another Samsung tablet. Ooh, that one's a little worse for wear. Microsoft Surface, I think, or Microsoft... Something. Microsoft something. Part of a lamp, maybe. Snoop Dogg lighter. Wonder what you'd smoke with a Snoop Dogg lighter. You got a question? Ask the 8-ball. That's right. Ask the 8-ball. Glasses? What do you think? Oh, a razor blade. I'm just gonna throw that right out. More gift cards. Speed Steam. Oh, Speed Stream. It's like a, I think a Wi-Fi router maybe or something. I don't know. Well, there's a little studio kind of style recording mic and a suspension housing. That's neat. I'll put that with Mr. Skeleton over there. Some headphones. These look more like they're gaming headphones because they've got the speaking attachment so you can make your voice sound all funny. Are they? Do they? Oh, maybe they're just regular headphones. I thought they had the little drop down mic thing. Oh, it does. That's right. That's right. Don't mess with Optimus Prime. Sorting is coming along. Went through a lot of the clothing. Didn't show too much on camera. There were a bunch of like new hats and Columbia Sportswear jacket, Victoria's Secret purse, which I didn't even know they made purses. So I guess that was the secret. And we're just sorting stuff right now for charity and kind of going through some of these bins. I noticed in this one right on the top, there's a trail cam, which if it still works, that could be kind of a good thing to have. A lot of times these are solar powered, but might have a backup battery. So we'll test that out. So there are, you know, finding a few interesting little things here and there. Here is my sorted pile of stuff. Everything for charity has been loaded up. Everything that needed to go to the garbage, the dump, has gone to the dump. And I'm left with this, piles and piles of tools. Now I still will have to sort them and make sure that all the various sockets which ended up in that kit that belong in those kits, everything goes back to where they are so I can sell them. That said, there's a lot of tools. Multiple toolboxes full of tools. Oh yeah, we have that Wave Rider thing. I'm not brave enough to go on one of those things. My back being the way it is, well, maybe it would fix my back, who knows? The DeWalt battery charger, the JBL speakers. We got a few higher end Nikes, some Jordans and such, some clothing. Milwaukee handheld bandsaw. Never seen one of those before, but I don't work with them, so there you go. A pile of tools, absolute pile of tools. Those weren't the, I thought those were the stands in here for the speakers. They're not, they're just really tall back outdoor lawn chairs. But we needed some, so there's that. Some speakers, there's some iPads and things. There was a Boss Audio Systems 4-channel amplifier, the little piggy bank there. Portable heater, the 2 leaf blowers, a gas-powered and an electric, still in works. This, which appears to be a scale or professional packaging machine that came out of a cannabis store. No clue what that thing does. It looks like a press of some kind, some industrial bit of machinery. Nice compressor, Porter cable, little 150 PSI, 6-gallon compressor. But one of the biggest surprises was this. It's no fluke that it says fluke on it. I opened up the case as it felt heavy, and inside was a Fluke 1555 insulation tester. Now this is for testing the insulation on industrial cabling and wiring to see if it's failing. I'm sure somebody out there who works with these knows better what it is and how to use it. But the important thing that I found out is that the retail price on this unit is not one, not 200 or 300 or 3,000 or 4,000. The value on this is a whopping $10,000. That's what this thing sells for new, $10,000. And this one appears to be in really great condition, in like new condition. So even if I got half of that, I'd be a happy guy. So a $10,000 professional Fluke insulation tester, a pile of good tools, some which need sorting, and a few usable things for us. The snowboard, probably worth a couple $100 on its own, the Division 23 snowboard. It's in good shape. So just an absolute pile of stuff that came out of that unit. I was just intending to buy it for those speakers. And the speakers new were about $1,500 each new. Used maybe half or less than that. So we're looking at a profit today of potentially a whopping 9 or 10 grand in profit out of this unit. So well worthwhile today. Silly me, just because it had a cannabis sticker on it doesn't mean it came from a cannabis store. That's actually a hat press for pressing the brims of a hat perfectly flat. You can get curved inserts to curve your hat too. So somebody was super into their hats. That's a hat press. It looks like my instinct was right. If somebody left behind $1,500 speakers in a unit, they probably left other stuff of value too. That was my reasoning as I dug through, was surprised to find a bunch of tools. I was kind of thinking it was gonna be a bunch of DJ gear. I was hoping for some good turntables, maybe some records. I thought it was gonna be a DJ unit, and I thought that'd be fun. This had a few surprises I wasn't expecting, including that FLIR insulation tester, which, as I said, it's a $10,000 unit found in that locker today. So worth going through the snow and the weather and all of that today in a freak late spring snowfall, but some freak late spring finds too. So it was really worthwhile today. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, today's episode. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Check out our other videos. There's a lot of other content up there. Thousands of videos we've got online right now, so make sure to check those out too. As for me, I'm taking the last batch of stuff off to charity, and I'm gonna call it a night. We'll get to cleaning and packing up those tools and sending them off to auction. And I think we'll do quite well with this unit. So guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see y'all soon. And as always, bye for now.